Beloved friend, let me share something truly life-changing with you today. It's a message that has the power to renew your hope, strengthen your faith, and remind you that you are never alone. Before we dive into this beautiful promise, I invite you to take a moment to do 3 simple things. Like this message to show you're ready to receive it, share it with someone who needs encouragement, and subscribe so you never miss uplifting words again. Then, type the word promise in the comments below. If you take these steps and listen all the way through, I believe God will bless you and your family in ways you've never imagined. Let your heart be open, because what follows is God's promise to you. Imagine for a moment gentle raindrops falling onto a thirsty field. That is how God's blessings come, softly, persistently, and with the purpose of nourishing your soul. Perhaps you've been praying, pleading, or simply wishing for something to change in your life. You might be hoping for relief from stress, healing from deep sorrow, or guidance through a decision that feels overwhelming. God sees every tear, hears every whisper, and knows every unspoken desire in your heart. The promise today is that these blessings are on the horizon, ready to pour into your life. All you need to do is remain open and willing to receive. From the moment you drew your first breath, divine love has cradled you, cherished you, and guided you with a gentle hand. Even in those times when you felt lost or unworthy, that precious love never left your side. It is a love that heals the deepest scars, mends the most shattered hearts, and brings light into the darkest places. Today, God wants you to know that this love is not contingent on your perfection. It is given freely, unconditionally, and without reservation. No matter what mistakes you've made or regrets you carry, God's love is the unwavering force that continually says, "You are precious, you are valued, and you are mine." Miracles, too, are closer than you might think. They aren't always thunderous displays of power. More often, they slip quietly into our daily lives. A new door opens just when you think every path is blocked. An unexpected friend shows up to offer comfort in your lowest moment. A simple resolution to a complicated problem emerges seemingly out of nowhere. These moments are not coincidences. They are signs of the miraculous hand of God at work, weaving new opportunities and relationships into your life. It's as if heaven leans down to remind you, "I have a plan, and I'm moving in ways you cannot yet see." In the same gentle way, God's promise extends to healing and liberation from all that burdens you. Emotional wounds, toxic relationships, painful memories. These are chains that weigh us down and keep us from our purpose. But just as light vanishes darkness, divine grace can dissolve these barriers, leaving you with a renewed sense of freedom. Past pains that once haunted your dreams can be released, and the heavy yoke of regret can be lifted off your shoulders. Healing, when touched by God's hand, becomes more than a remedy. It's a rebirth that allows you to walk boldly into the future. True strength is often found in the quiet assurance that you are not alone. When you trust in God's unfailing presence, fear loses its grip, and anxiety loosens its hold. Even in your most vulnerable states, when the noise of doubt grows louder than the voice of hope, God stands beside you. By embracing faith, you step into a realm where problems transform into stepping stones. It doesn't mean life becomes easy, but it means you are given courage to face each day with unwavering resolve. Faith is like an anchor in a stormy sea, keeping you steady no matter how fiercely the winds rage. This promise of new beginnings also includes the courage to step through doors of opportunity. Sometimes, a situation seems too daunting, a dream too big, or a calling too high. Yet God's gentle voice persists, "Take the first step. I have already prepared the way." Each door that opens is an invitation to experience more of the divine plan for your life. By taking that step, no matter how small, it's like unlocking a chain reaction of blessings. People you need to meet will appear, resources you require will show up, and breakthroughs you've long desired will begin to unfold. Trust that these doors are there for a reason. Prayer plays a vital role in receiving and recognizing these blessings. Contrary to what some believe, prayer is not merely a religious ritual. It is a heartfelt conversation with the one who created you. When you come with sincerity, bearing your burdens and offering your gratitude, a profound shift occurs. It's as if you tune your heart to a divine frequency, making you more receptive to the guidance and comfort already circling around you. Even the simplest prayers, whispered late at night, can echo across eternity and bring about profound changes. This conversation with God is an open line that never shuts off. As these blessings flow into your life, God's promise carries a beautiful request. Share them with others. By uplifting another soul, you magnify the grace you've received. Love and compassion create ripples that extend far beyond your immediate circle, turning small acts of kindness into life-changing events for those in need. When you give out of the abundance you've been given, you partner with the divine in spreading hope and light. This act of sharing isn't a mere duty, it's a reflection of gratitude, a joyful declaration that says, I have been blessed, and in return, I choose to bless. Finally, my friend, let perseverance anchor your heart in the certainty of these promises. There may be storms that threaten your peace, setbacks that test your resolve, or moments where it seems like the rain of blessings has dried up. But do not be dismayed. Perseverance in faith is the key that unlocks the fulfillment of divine promises. God's plan has been woven with intricate detail since the foundation of the world, and you are a cherished part of that tapestry. Believe that every challenge is preparing you for something even greater, and continue walking forward, with your eyes fixed on the one who holds your destiny. Now that you've heard about the promise of blessings, love, and renewal, let's continue this journey deeper into the heart of God's message. What does it truly mean to live under this divine promise? It's more than just a list of good fortunes or comforting words. It's a lifestyle of expectation, gratitude, and purpose. Living with a constant awareness of God's goodness transforms the way you see your life. It illuminates ordinary tasks, making your routine more vibrant and meaningful. It also shifts your focus from what's missing to what's already present, cultivating a heart that celebrates every bit of grace encountered along the way. You see, blessings often appear in forms far simpler than we imagine. It could be the warmth of sunlight on a cold morning, the laughter of a friend when you need it most, or a sudden moment of clarity that helps you navigate confusion. In these subtle, everyday occurrences, God is quietly saying, I'm here, I care, and I'm showing you my love through the details. By training your eyes and heart to recognize these small wonders, you develop a sense of profound gratitude. It becomes less about dramatic miracles and more about living in a constant state of appreciation for the divine kindness all around you. Faith, in this journey, stands as the pivotal force that propels you forward. When you face a problem or a setback, faith nudges you to look for the hidden blessing nestled within. Rather than becoming overwhelmed by frustration or despair, you begin to ask, what lesson is God teaching me here? How can this be part of a bigger story? Sometimes, adversity is the very path that leads you to the triumph God has prepared. By reshaping your perspective, faith transforms obstacles into catalysts for growth. It opens your heart to believe that your struggles may be the foundation for future blessings. At the core of this promise is unconditional divine love. This love is neither earned nor deserved by human standards. It is granted by God's nature. When you embrace this truth, shame and self-condemnation lose their grip. You begin to understand that you are not defined by your past failures or lingering regrets. Instead, your identity is rooted in love, a divine love that says, I forgive you, I accept you, I delight in you. By internalizing this reality, you break free from the chains of perfectionism and self-doubt, stepping into a realm of acceptance that fosters healing and wholeness. A crucial tool to sustaining this promise is the power of prayer. Prayer is the breath that nourishes your soul, the unwavering lifeline that connects you to the divine. When life becomes turbulent, when shadows of worry or fear start to dim your hope, prayer restores clarity. It's in those intimate moments of spiritual communion where revelations often emerge. Maybe a single, quiet whisper speaks to your heart, reminding you that your present suffering is only temporary. Perhaps you feel an inexplicable peace washing over you, even though your circumstances remain unchanged. Prayer reassures you that God is always listening and moving on your behalf. As you continue to receive blessings and witness God's hand shaping your life, you'll find a growing desire to extend that grace to others. True blessings become complete when shared. This might come in the form of volunteering time, offering a listening ear to someone in distress, or giving financially to support a cause that resonates with you. The wonder of this reciprocal flow is that each act of kindness multiplies the blessing in your own life. By reflecting God's love and generosity outward, you become a conduit through which others can experience hope, healing, and a renewed faith in goodness. Yet, even with strong faith and an open heart, the journey isn't always smooth. Disappointments may arise, and unanswered questions can cloud your mind. It's precisely in these moments that perseverance is tested, and the promise you carry is refined like gold in fire. Perseverance is not about denying pain or pretending everything is perfect. It's about trusting that God is still at work, even when progress seems invisible. By holding on to hope and refusing to give in to despair, you stand firm on the belief that every trial serves a greater purpose. In time, each test of faith will strengthen you for the greater blessings yet to come. Living with purpose is another vital aspect of the promise. Each individual has a unique calling woven into the fabric of their being. Perhaps yours involves creating art that inspires others, or guiding people toward a healthier lifestyle, or leading a business that prioritizes compassion over profit. When you operate from this divine calling, your work transcends mere productivity. It becomes a holy pursuit. Living with purpose means understanding that your gifts, talents, and passions are God-given tools, entrusted to you for a reason. Through them, you leave an impact that extends beyond your personal circle, radiating outward to transform the world for the better. As we close this message, let these words of promise take root in your heart. Recall that gentle invitation. If you watched until now, there's a reason. God's blessings are poised to flow into your life, shaping your path toward healing, growth, and powerful miracles. Continue to nurture your faith, stay open to love, and invite divine grace into every moment of your journey. Let your prayers be the bridge connecting your heart to heaven, and your acts of kindness be the testament that God's love is real. Through storms and sunshine alike, hold tight to the promise that you are never alone. God's plan, meticulously crafted, is unfolding in your favor. Walk forward with confidence and remember this unshakable truth. You are cherished, you are seen, and you are destined for more than you can possibly imagine. This is God's promise to you.